Hello, everybody. Welcome to the AFK Hour Podcast. My name is StevieRay, and today with me I have FireSplash21.
What it do, hey, hey.
And SqueakyToad.
What it do, baby? How's that?
Yeah,
I
so
give that a solid. I give that a solid 9. I like it. I like it.
very
I'm trying to
good,
match the
very
energy
good.
here.
I like it. I like it. Yes.
So, your normal host, Jay Lucio, without sick today, so I will be your interim host. But yeah, as always, every week, let's see what everybody's up to. So we'll start with you, FireSplash. What did you do this week and the week that was?
So today, the day of March 7th, 2021, I finally got my PC back with a caviar. So the reason I sent out my PC, guys, if you wanted to know, was because anytime I try to boot up a game, it would just do a soft reset every single time. More so on Xbox games, Gears of War 5, some Dead by Daylight. On COD, on Warzone, not so much, but that shouldn't be happening, especially that this is a brand new pre-built PC. Got it back today. The first thing I did, I had to download everything again. So, you download your games, download your Battle.net, your Steam, get those games in. Everything was really smoothly and stuff. Decided, alright, let me see if this works now. Let's see if they actually fixed it. Because apparently, what they had to fix was my graphics card. They ended up taking it out and putting a new graphics card in there. So apparently it was fixed, right? Wrong! It was not fixed! Gears of War started, and I was like, okay, and then it just soft reset it, and I was like, it's not fixed. It's not fixed. So I'm gonna give it a week and see how it goes. We've had the discussion before this podcast started that maybe it's just the Xbox games that it's doing. Because I played Warzone today and it didn't soft reset. The moment Warzone resets, does a soft reset on my computer, then yeah, I'm gonna send it again and let them know like, hey, what's going on. But aside from that, since I had no PC for about a week, no streaming for about a week or two, I've been playing Warzone still on my Xbox One. And boy, oh boy, did I take the PC graphics for granted, because god damn, those graphics are ass cheeks. Like, I didn't know the power of PC and the graphics. It just makes everything such a big difference. Especially when playing Warzone and I'm sniping. I'm just looking at blocks at this point, not even constructions. It's just like I don't know how I was able to do decent. I mean, I went from averaging 5 kills a game on the PC to averaging only like 2 or 3. It did make a difference, but that's essentially what I've been up to the week, trying to, because I'm a gamer, I can't go a week without playing games at this point. So we've just been playing a bunch of Warzone on Xbox One and some Gears of War 5, because I guess it's just gonna be a dream to play Gears of War 5 on the PC.
That's great. That's crazy. Well, if any tech experts have any advice for FireSplash to get his PC working, please let us know in the comments.
Great, appreciate
yeah, I got something else to ask you about for Warzone, but we'll let Squeaky go, and then we'll come back to that. So, Squeaky, what did you do this week?
This week, I've been playing a lot of Valheim. I think it came out about like 2-3 weeks ago, and I've been playing a lot of it. I think currently, how many hours? I have a total of 69 hours right now.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Yeah,
nice in the comments,
it's
please.
a really fun game. I like it a lot. It's only $20 on Steam, and it's early access. It's super polished. I have a lot of fun with it. You can play multiplayer with friends. So I have like a world that I have with a bunch of friends. We all just adventure, and sometimes we die together. But that's the fun of it.
I'm just so surprised at how polished this early access game is. Like, it's so deep. Like, I've been watching people, like streamers and stuff, and they say like, oh, they're like 80 hours in, 120 hours in, and they're still not done. Like, there's still more. And I'm like, wow. So
Yeah,
I might have to die. I might have to have the Potato Pals and Squeaky teach me some Valheim, because I know they've been going ham on it. Well, I guess that transitions into me, what I've been playing. So, I mean, for those that don't know, I pretty much just play Destiny now. I'm a Destiny slave. I've been on that power level grind. Big news in the week of Destiny. Two things. One, Trials of Osiris has been disabled, which is like the end game PvP content for all the big rewards, because of win trading and some other like exploits that people were doing in that game mode. So that's been disabled. It seems to be until further notice, so we'll see. The other thing that is really cool, it's more like it's a bug. It's definitely a bug, but Bungie themselves have came out and said like, hey, have fun with it, is 12-man raids. So for those that don't know, is Bungie or Destiny has raids in it, and they're 6-man activities. But pretty much what you do, and I showed it off on stream, so if you want to go back and check out our stream, twitch.tv /SafePoint_TV, be sure to check that out. But basically what you do is you get 2 groups of 6, and then while you're launching in the activity, you have the other group join your group at the same time. So basically you do like a melding of the minds and you join, and then if you time it just right, then you all join together into the same activity, and it's ridiculous. And the funny part is that there's really not that many bugs. Like we were in there, and hardly, you would think like, oh, like game's gonna crash, like things are like bad stuff's gonna happen. But surprisingly not, which is credit to Bungie. They built a game that doesn't crash like that. I will say, like I say that, but I did crash on the final boss during one of the runs, like one of the 3 runs that we did. I did crash on the final boss, but it's fine. They have checkpoints, so I was able to go back and do that. But man, that was a really good time, and it sounds like they're not going to patch it, at least like until they said either this upcoming week, or the week after. But there's not a rush on it, so which is good. They're just letting people have fun with it, and also they're gonna probably look into more 12-man activities, which is also really cool. But yeah, other than that, let's see. I got a PS5, so that's
pretty cool news. On your Twitter, you got a PS5.
I got to shout out my boy. PS5 controller. That's my boy right now. This thing is ridiculous. Like, look at this guy. All right.
It looks clean.
It is super clean. All right. So
I like it.
It's got textured grips on the back, right? We have the adaptive triggers.
Does mine have that?
Right?
No, it doesn't.
And then the sticks. Look at these sticks though. They're very grippy. And like they feel nice. It almost feels like an Xbox controller. Like when I hold it in my hand, I think Xbox.
Look at the comparison. Oh wait, let me check out the adapter.
Everybody's pulling out their controllers.
Look at the giant right there.
Controller.
Yeah. Forget Squeaky's PS4 controller looks like small compared to Big Boy over here. Like it looks like thick. It looks like a combination. Like if we were to all fuse the controllers together, it would be like if you guys did your 2 controllers did the fusion dance, it would result in this controller here.
I do like the one.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It feels so nice in my hand. I started playing the first the game that comes with the PS5, Astro Boy. It's pretty cool. I like it so far. Very fun. A lot of callbacks in there. So I'm gonna keep trying it out. I'm working on getting myself an upgraded capture card so that I can do 4K pass through. That way maybe we can get some 4K gaming in the future. So hell yeah, that'll be pretty cool. 4K videos, but no, like there's some cool stuff that's coming out, and right now my current capture card only does 1080, so I want to get that 4K pass through now that I got the big boy. And then also because too, so when you hook up a capture card, right, you can hook it up like an input to your computer via the USB and then an output to the TV. via the HDMI, but the problem is with mine is it caps out at 1080, but with the newer ones you can pass through to 4K. So then I can play games on my TV while still plugged into the capture card at 4K. Because otherwise, the only way I'm able to do that is by plugging it in directly to the console. So little tech speak there, but whatever. But yeah, it's just some stuff that I found. But cool. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much what we've had going on this week. So we'll switch over to the news. So pretty much pretty light news week. Big news week if you're from Texas, but we'll leave that out of there. But, yeah, so this week, the biggest news probably of the week was Mediatonic, the creators of Fall Guys. They were purchased by Epic Games. So that's congrats to them. They made a great game, and now they have that backing, that power from Epic. So now they're going to be able to make some more content for either that same platform or maybe a new game. So we'll see how that goes. So
well, I think it's good for them. I'm glad that Fall Guys is still going strong. You know, it didn't just fall off within those first few weeks. They made it through, like, you know, they had a lot of issues in the beginning with like their servers crashing and everything because there's so many people trying to play in it.
Remember that.
And all the glitches, all the cheating, but they did a really good job coming back from that, and now they're continuing to grow. And I can't wait to see what else Mediatronic can come up with in the future.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Fall Guys is all about collaborations, and so I think, and you know, Fortnite. Like, I don't know if you guys saw this, but friggin' Street Fighters in Fortnite now. There was Chun, like you can like they gave Chun-Li and Ryu a gun. I'm like, all right, I don't know how I feel about this. But they've had they gave Batman a gun. Batman's not supposed to have a gun. They gave Batman a gun. But yeah, like they did so many things with Fortnite as far as like crossovers, and something like Fall Guys that fits right into that same model. And that's probably why they saw dollar signs. They're just like, yeah, that's all we gotta do. We already got the partnerships. It's like just gonna reskin everything, you know?
Yeah,
all those skins. But yeah, I'm excited. They got their new season coming out very soon, so we might be checking that out on stream or with some future YouTube content. So we'll see about that. So next up, that I wanted to talk about, to circle back, FireSplash. I heard that Call of Duty Cold War download on consoles is getting pretty big. So that it's almost taking over the whole console, if you want to speak it.
Yeah, at this point, if you don't have more than a terabyte of memory, GG's to you, boys and girls, because god damn, these updates, these new seasons, and the corporation of having Cold War, Modern Warfare, and Warzone together, sheesh, that takes a huge toll on your hardware if you're going by console. Because with PC, I mean, you would have memory for days. I'm just speaking from a PC standpoint. You have a ton of memory. Plus, you could have additional hard drives and stuff there.
It's expandable easily.
Easy. But like for Xbox, because I mean, I'm gonna speak for Xbox because I have an Xbox. If it wasn't for my fiance buying me that storage, which was a terabyte on its own, I wouldn't have been able to play Warzone. I would have had to probably delete a good chunk of my games just to have Warzone there. True. It is getting pretty hefty on the memories right there, but you know, you gotta, for these updates, I mean, you gotta add some gigabytes to download. I mean, every game is gonna come up with updates, every game is gonna come up with new stuff, so that takes up some memory too. But if you're an avid Call of Duty player, I mean, you're gonna do what you're gonna do to still play Call of Duty, whether it be taking off Netflix, taking off YouTube, taking off your favorite game as a child or anything like that. I mean, it is what it is at this point, but I don't see it stopping, especially, you know, incorporating Cold War into the season. This new season has been kind of a letdown per se.
Yeah.
The hype for the zombies was real, and to see and the map itself I'm gonna do impersonation of Mr. Tim Tatman with his Verdansk impersonation, but there's really been no change to the map as well. Like, for something that takes up so much memory, especially for that update, I think it was 26 gigs for that update, and the only thing they added on that map was a shipwreck, a literal ship being wrecked with zombies there, and that's it in that small section. And like, come on, like, yeah, a couple guns here and there, but you can't really get those guns unless you actually have the game itself, because you have specific objections to complete in order to unlock that. And yeah, it's been kind of a letdown, you know. I think at this point people are clamoring for a new map, but some people do like the map stuff, but you know, for the kind of hype it received, the trailer on every YouTube ad, you saw the trailer for Warzone, the zombies coming in, the vehicles, the weapons, and for Warzone itself, it really wasn't big of a change, I gotta say.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Like, so I'll just say, so when I built my computer, I bought more memory and all that, and I actually installed. It took forever, but I installed Call of Duty, Cold War. So I installed Cold War, thinking, yeah, like, I'll just install Cold War and then all the bells and whistles, and then that's it. So if you launch Cold War and you want to play Warzone, you gotta download Modern Warfare. You don't download, like, it launches Modern Warfare to play Cold War Warzone, which is ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make any sense. It's the fact that, like, if you click the tab, it closes the game and opens the other executable, like, from a design and from a game, like, dev standpoint. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm just like, what?
Why is it designed like that?
It boggles my mind how you would ship something like that.
I don't know why they design it like that, but I forgot to add on to that, and Squeaky did bring it up, why they do it like that. I have no clue. If you open the menu, you have Warzone in the middle, you have Cold War, if I'm mistaken, on the left, and you have Warzone on Modern Warfare on the right. So right now they have an event going on where you can play zombies for free if you don't have Cold War. But to play Cold War zombies, you have to download the entirety of the game just to play zombies. You can't play multiplayer. You didn't buy the game. Oh, but yeah, here you go, download our game. You can't play it. You can only play this specific part, but you have to download the entire game. It's ridiculous. Like, especially if you don't have, if for me, I don't use wired internet. I don't have an Ethernet cable going through my PC or through my Xbox. The freaking modem is hasta la madre over there. Like, that thing took, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the entirety of the night just to download at 75%. Like,
it's ridiculous.
It is, but you know, like, if you didn't have if at this point you didn't have Warzone downloaded and you want to download it again, GG's. Because when I had to re-download Warzone on my PC, and I was just lucky. I was lucky enough that this PC can intake more internet than my old hard drive of an Xbox over there, the console, because it's one of the first generations of the old generation, or one of the first consoles of the old generation. But sheesh, on a PC, luckily wireless, it was downloading at 12 megabytes per second. And for me, I was like, whoa, that's really good, apparently. But it's not. It took, 96 gigs downloaded for just to play some Warzone. But these downloads are getting crazy, and I don't think it's going to stop. I think that's going to be the future of any game, especially the new installment of Call of Duty. I would assume they're going to install a new Battle Royale, because I don't think it's going to be, oh yeah, you have Cold War, you have Warzone, you have Modern Warfare, and then you have whatever is next on the top. The trifecta complete or whatever.
I think the way they need to go is they just need to split Warzone, like do a hard split Warzone and Modern Warfare, because all this, because what are we getting? I don't even know what we're getting this year. If we're gonna get a game this year, if we're gonna get a new game this year from Call of Duty, so I don't know. We'll move on, but I think that I'm hoping that they get their stuff together, because I'm pretty sure a lot of this is rooted in they did not expect Modern Warfare and Warzone to do as well as it did. And now they're having to pivot. And so hopefully now enough time has passed where they can kind of come together and get some good things done. So we also had a couple I forget what they call them, direct conferences. So we had 2 of them this over the past week and a half. We had a Pokemon Direct from Nintendo, and we had a Sony Direct. We had a Sony Direct from Sony, which was mainly a Final Fantasy Direct, if I'm being honest. But first, let's talk about Pokemon, because there was some good stuff there. I love me some Pokemon. They announced that Brilliant Pearl, I believe is what it's called, and then they're basically Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Diamond and Pearl, the old GBA Pokemon games, they're going to be fully remastered on Switch. So that's really cool. I personally never played those versions of the game. However, new Pokemon, and it's cool to dive back in. It looks like it's kind of like that Let's Go Pikachu type of game where like the remake that they did basically of Red and Blue. So just kind of like you got your little chibi character and they're walking around and then you catch Pokemon and all that stuff. So like pretty cool. So did you guys play that back in the day on the GBA?
Let Squeaky go first. Ladies first.
All right. Yes, I did play Pokemon on my GBA. I like barely remember that, but the one that I had was called Leaf Green, I remember. And I played the crap out of that. Yeah. I don't think I ever beat that game because back in the day I never like read up on any guides or anything for that. So I was just playing it through with just like whatever was in my own brain, and I think I reached a point like right before the final 4 that I was stuck on. I could not get past, so I stopped playing that game after that. I don't know. I should have read a guide, but I didn't. But I've also played like the previous like Nintendo Switch Pokemon that came out. Was it Sword and Shield? I had Pokemon Sword. Yeah, I actually beat that game. It was a lot of fun. I liked it a lot. Nice. I'm glad they kept like the same kind of classic Pokemon type of gameplay to it, where you battle like all 8 trainers and then you fight like the final 4. For this new one though, I haven't really looked too much into it, but I'm glad that they're coming out with another Pokemon game for the Switch, because I haven't really used my Switch too much since I finished the last Pokemon. So maybe this will be another game I'll start playing again for the Switch. You'll see.
Yeah. So fun fact, like when back in the day, so I had the OG Game Boy. The one that it took 4 AA batteries. It was like gray and large and bulky, and everything was like I won't say black and white because it was like green and gray.
It was like the original Game Boy.
But I used to have that thing. But no, fun fact, like you said, like, oh, I didn't have strategy guides. I didn't have strategy guides either. So, but when my parents would take me to like Walmart or one of the places that had the magazine sections, I would go over there and I would study. I would go to where they had the books with all the games, and I would study like all the things that say, okay, I'm gonna look for this and I'm gonna look for this, and like I would study to figure out how, like, what I needed to do, or like things, or like strategies, and then I would go home and do it. Because I was like, because those things were like $20 for just like those big thick books. I did have a couple of those though. Probably the one that I did have that like was worth it was Final Fantasy VII. I had the original like Final Fantasy VII like big strategy guide because it had like all the monsters and all that. And yeah, that one was worth it. But yeah, what's your experience with Pokemon FireSplash?
So I like you guys. I had a GBA. I had one of the original Game Boy Colors, so the 4 AA batteries. So I had a Game Boy Color. I did play Pokemon Fire, if I'm not mistaken. or Pokemon Red, I forgot what it's called, but that's the first one I played, and I didn't continuously play it. The reason I was able to play Pokemon again was because I don't know if you all went through that like sensation of having to download an app on the phone, and it's like you have the Game Boy in your phone, and you can play the Pokemon game. I
Oh
forget
yeah,
what was
the
it called.
emulator stuff. Yeah.
Yes, the emulator. So I had that, and I was playing on on my phone. So that's why I was able to like the
That's
last
cool.
one I played on my phone was with Rayquaza, or Rayquaza, whatever they called that Pokemon. I don't remember what color it was, like the installment, but when I got a
I think I know what
DS,
you're talking about. Yeah.
yes,
Mhm.
and then I got a
Whale
DS,
or
and I
something like
was
that. Like a whale. Looks like a. I don't know. It looks like some kind of fish.
the dragon. Yeah, it's a dragon.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Dragonfish. I don't know.
Yes. So then I got a DS and I played Pokemon Diamond. So I do know what kind of starters there are and stuff like that. But what I am excited for the remake, don't get me wrong, it's going on the Switch. I wasn't too much of a fan that they had to incorporate the whole Pokemon Go aspect where you twist the ball and you toss it and you're good to go. I didn't really like it. But you gotta use the Switch features in some way or another.
Yeah.
I'm
hoping that this one isn't like that, but we'll see.
Yes, we shall see, but who knows? But I am more excited, and what brought me back to Pokemon was the Mega Evolutions. So I am more excited for the remake of Pokemon X and Y because that's when Mega Evolutions were introduced. And I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for the day of new Mega Evolutions. Okay, I get the Galarian form or whatever, the Alola forms,
The
those different
Gigantamax.
forms,
What was
the
it?
Gigantamax and stuff like that. But the designs of our old favorite Pokemons to get a Mega Evolution is what I am waiting for. That X and Y brought me back to Pokemon, and I was playing that and farming that up tomorrow because those Mega Evolutions caught my attention. And I've been disappointed ever since because they were not brought back. You made an anime about it, you have them in the Pokemon cards, bring it back into the game. I'm pretty sure a ton of people can agree with me that yes, these new Alola forms or Galarian forms are cool and all, but these Mega Evolutions just brought a different element to the game, and I'm pretty sure people are wanting to make more Mega Evolutions. So
Well,
that's
if you
my
want more
intake.
Mega Evolutions, be sure to comment.
Mega Evolutions, I need more Mega Evolutions.
We want to know. We want to know if you want more Mega Evolutions.
Yes.
All right. The other big announcement that Pokemon did, they announced a brand new game called Pokemon Legend Arceus, which basically, from what it looks like Pokemon Sword and Shield, but taken up a notch. A lot of people from the trailer are calling it like Breath of the Wild meets Zelda, meets Pokemon. Zelda meets Pokemon, because it's a lot more open world. In the trailer, you could see you as a trainer sneaking around in the grass and physically throwing the Pokeball at Pokemon versus like walking up to them and then having the normal battle. So it's like you're more like an actual trainer or a catcher. And the backstory on it is apparently you're training and you're building the very first Pokedex. So to me that sounds awesome. So it's like there's going to be some old Pokemon, some new Pokemon. It's like a original story. And yeah, I'm super excited for this. Yeah, so what do you guys think? Would you play a Breath of the Wild style Pokemon game?
Squeaky?
I think it would definitely be a lot different from the other Pokemon gameplay that we're used to. I probably would buy that game and play it just because they kept like the original Pokedex and everything, and it's still like the same concept of Pokemon. It's not like a completely different game or anything like that.
Yeah, I saw some new Pokemon, but there was a lot of callbacks. So we'll see. They showed one trailer, but yeah. So FireSplash.
Yeah.
More Mega Evolutions. That's what I'm waiting for. I don't care.
More Mega
More Mega Evolutions.
Need more.
Does it have Mega Evolutions? Then yes.
If it has Mega Evolutions, come in, take my money here now. But I've never played Breath of the Wild. I'm not really too much of a fan of these whole open world, games. I'm more of a sports gamer and a shooter gamer, not these more of adventurous open world type of gamer.
Pokemon FPS.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Get Pikachu a gun.
Bring back Pokemon Stadium. We're all waiting for Pokemon Stadium, all right?
That'd be fun too.
Yes, but it's more of a wait and see for me, type of thing. Like you all said right now, Mega Evolutions. If they have Mega Evolutions, I'm buying. But that's just me.
Yeah. Just send them a letter. Mega Evolution now.
Yeah. Also, we got more information on Pokemon Snap as well. That's coming to the Switch very soon. It's not a remake. It's not the original. It's a brand new, I guess, Pokemon Snap game with all the new Pokemon. So that should be pretty fun. That one comes out pretty soon. I might be checking that out on stream. So be sure to follow us on Twitch if you want to check that out. Yeah, and that was basically it from the Pokemon Direct. Then what else happened this week? We also had a Sony Direct, which they showed off a lot of games that we had already seen before. The biggest news coming out of Sony Direct was probably around Final Fantasy. They announced, I believe, 3 games, 2 of which are mobile games, including a Final Fantasy Battle Royale, which is kind of ridiculous. It's a mobile gacha game, so because of course it is. But I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of a lot of these games going the free to play gacha route, similar to like Genshin Impact? Like they're putting a lot of money behind it, and like I guess they're just fishing for whales. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that's the future of gaming?
I mean, at least for right now, it seems to be like the trend, and they're kind of like, riding the bandwagon with these gacha games, and like, what you said, there's gonna be a battle royale as well. Yeah, it just seems
it's like, all right, give me battle royale and give me slot machines.
Yeah.
It's like,
they're just like throwing in like all the things that people are into right now and just making a mobile game out of it. And they think, I'm pretty sure a lot of people will play it because it's like Final Fantasy. I personally am not into like any of the Final Fantasy. I've never played one, but I know a lot of people are into Final Fantasy, so I think it'll do pretty well when it comes out.
I believe so too. What's it called? I personally, dude, I am a victim of these gacha games. A
victim?
Yes.
Gacha anonymous.
I mainly play Summoner's War, which was I don't know how many people play Summoner's War, but essentially it's like same aspect of like Epic 7, same aspect of Genshin, sort of ish in the whole summon to get something good type of thing. It's not that more of an open world like how Genshin is, but Summoner's War was one of the ones before 7, the Epic 7 and Genshin. Essentially the same mechanic as you get a scroll, you summon, you try to get a 4-star, you try to get a 5-star, you farm to get these ruins to make these monsters really good, and especially with the PvP aspect, and then that type of gacha game essentially will not be disappearing anytime soon, because everybody and their mother love a good, summon. A good, like, oh, what am I gonna get? What am I gonna get? Am I gonna get something good? Something OP? And it's not gonna go away, especially for those who have a crippling gambling addiction and they want to get everything the best. Like, it's not going away. Some gaming companies are pretty smart in their methods of how to make money. Some people are in it for the graphics. Some people are in it just because it gives them a good sense of dopamine in their head when they get something really good, and it just
feels real good.
Yeah, it feels real good when you get something that's really rare after spending like almost $500 trying to get that thing. Hey, whatever. I got the thing I wanted after $500.
Is that real money?
Yeah, that's how it's out. They're fishing for whales. I'm not a whale. I'm not. But you're fishing for whales. Someone else can spend upwards to $1,000, maybe even $10,000 if they're a true whale.
Yeah, no, I've seen it. I've seen it happen. But yeah, and so they announced that, and then they also announced I think they call it Final Fantasy 7 Interlude or something like that, something. But basically, it's just the to announce like the upgraded version of Final Fantasy VII Remake. So they're updating the graphics for the PS5. It's going to be a free upgrade to those who purchased the original game. So that's going to be really cool. I think that's really awesome. And then they're going to have the first DLC for the game, which is a brand new episodic story involving Yuffie. So Yuffie is one of the main characters. You pick her up very early in Final Fantasy VII. But yeah, it's like a side. It seems like it's going to be some kind of side story that happens during the events of the original game. So we'll see. I personally think that Final Fantasy VII Remake was one of my favorite games of 2020. I have platinumed it on PS4, so I will definitely be checking out the PS5 updates when that comes out, and yeah, I'm super excited. So yeah, but that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it in the week that was.
Yeah, let's get it.
Yay!
We're wrapping it up here.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, so pretty slow week this week. Be sure to check us out on our streams. We stream Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday every week. So be sure to check us out, twitch.tv/savepoint_TV. And of course, right here on YouTube, we got videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we'll see you guys next week on the AFK Hour podcast. So we'll catch you guys at the next save point. Bye.
Bye. Latest haters. Make sure you like and subscribe.